artificial intelligence software companies in the country. And the reason why her voice is so important here is because if corporations, foundations, other entities who are the heart of our economy, who give the jobs, who tell us what kind of talent they need, if they are not a part of this strategy that we are putting together, we have nowhere to go. So that's why her voice is so important. And I also want to plant this with you all. As the president of the Congressional Black Caucus Foundation, we work day in and day out just to finance and support our Leadership Institute, which is about nothing more than producing the next generation of black leaders. We put more black interns on Capitol Hill than any organization in this country. We also put black interns in what we call C-suites, which are the corporations. Because we believe black leadership is not just about making sure we have black leaders in Congress. It's about making sure we have black leaders running major corporations. It's about making sure we have black leaders running major philanthropic foundations. It's about making sure we have black leaders who are the judges around this country, making sure they are the chancellors. We want black leadership to be worldwide, not just in this country, because our foundation is about empowering and uplifting black folk across the world. So, Dr. Sastry, tell us about your work and about what the role, and not just the role, what is the responsibility of corporations in this country to be a part of empowering and working to ensure that we are uplifting and providing opportunities for black students and future black leaders.
Thank you very much. Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
So, a thought exercise. Have you ever heard of anyone going to a fancy private school and saying, I hope we find some talented people here today? Probably not. That's because talent isn't found, talent is cultivated. Talent is cultivated. And the expectation of every organization, from a school to a corporation, is that they must cultivate talent, which requires time and money. And so for HBCUs to be able to tie into corporations and cultivate students all the way through, you have to meet students where they are. I'm honored to be here on behalf of the Honorable Leslie Baskerville and myself. We formed an alliance, the NAFIO-AMASITE Alliance. We have 12 HBCUs who are members. And our focus is on delivering online systems that do that, because it allows you to skip steps. If you have to go through all of the development steps of having bricks and mortar, having classrooms, the reality is, here's where the kids are. They're online. And they're online, and if your brand is not online, the kids, you don't exist. You must be online. And why are we online? We're online because of artificial intelligence, because these social media, these games, these finances, operations, everything is serving us information that's just in time and exactly what we want. And the only way to do that at scale is to use algorithms. Because Facebook Meta doesn't have enough money. That is the owner of Facebook. They don't have enough money to have 3 nerds like myself. I'm an engineer. They don't have enough money to have 3 nerds follow you around and go, gee, I wonder what she's looking on her phone. Let's promote this. They don't have enough money to do that. They do it with AI. They do it with algorithms, and that's why it's so sticky. Education has been down for the count. Education has not used AI tools. Online education is even more boring than classroom education because it is out-competed. In order to compete, online education has to use the same tools. Now, a question: how do HBCUs compete online? When you're living in a city with a UPS, with a Home Depot, with a Coca-Cola, with a Delta Airlines, and anybody but Morris Brown is teaching their DEI course, something's wrong. Because people at your universities are living in national monuments and have shared living history that can be deployed online if you skip steps. These are revenue generators. They build wealth, they build talent. They can also be touch points for students from K-12 to co-curricular, what we call now, Clem's point, they're durable skills. Everybody needs to know how to manage conflict. Everybody needs to work effectively on a team. Everybody needs to manage remote work. Everyone needs these skills. And these skills are co-curricular because there aren't $400 textbooks available on these subjects, nor do they need to be. They don't need to be. You can skip costs and steps by doing it online with good technology. They can be delivered co-curricularly. Professional education is absolutely essential. You've heard the panelists talk about how technology is changing so fast. Is everybody going to drop their job, ignore their kids, not take care of their elders, and stop all their community work so they can take 2 years out of their life and go do another degree? No, they're not. It's economic suicide. You can't do that. But what you can do is you can take certificate programs that actually come from your communities and build brands. I was a professor at University of Michigan for 17 years while I started my first company. It became successful, I sold that company. And then, instead of just, taking it easy like I probably should have, I started this company. And I started this company, we went public on the NASDAQ a couple years ago, to do this. We started this company because online was terrible. But online is the best way to get equitable educational opportunities in front of people if you do it well. It is also a brilliant way to generate revenue and build brands. And so Leslie and I are very proud to work together. We have 12 member universities. We would love to talk to anyone about spinning up online programs. Amazon uses artificial intelligence to not only deliver material but also create material. You don't have to climb a giant mountain to deliver online. 100% of the top endowed colleges and universities in the United States have robust online programs. When somebody takes a certificate program, they take it from MIT, Stanford, my alma mater, Cornell, Berkeley, etc. They need to be taking it from HBCUs and PBIs. And you can skip steps that way.
Just say that's an example of the kind of the out of the box thinking that is going to be required for all of us and all of our institutions. We've already started to launch a number of virtual programs here in the city. Just think about this for a moment. You're in a classroom in Brooklyn and your child, and they don't particularly have a great math teacher. And so everybody suffers because you don't have a great math teacher. With technology now, you should not have to be limited to just who's that teacher that's actually in your classroom. If there's a great math teacher on the other side of town, we should be able to afford every student the possibility of getting access to all of the best teachers. Watch this, on the other side of town, on the other side of the country, on the other side of the world, right? The possibilities are limitless.
I could not agree more, Chancellor Rice.
Online.